Hi, my name is Angelica Ruiz, and this story is called The Other Prophet. It's based on Midrashim, Jewish stories that fill the gaps found in the Bible, and the Bible stories about Miriam, Moses' sister. You will hear many different names for God, including Adonai, Hashem, and the Almighty. This story is not intended to present an all-representative version of Miriam's story, but it's merely a fun way of looking at it. Enjoy! Shalom! My name is Miriam. Yes, that Miriam. Sister of Moses, one of the greatest, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Can't anyone get past my oh-so-holy brother and his status as the greatest prophet? Supposedly. Sorry. It's just that I always seem to get overshadowed by him. I mean, I'm a prophet too. People always seem to forget that. And I was given the power by Adonai to bring up wells of fresh water in that dry desert. Sure, Moses got Pharaoh to let my people go. And seriously, I'm a little tired of that story. I get it. You're great. Move on. But I helped sustain our people through that seemingly never-ending journey that I suspect was prolonged by M getting lost and refusing to ask for directions. Typical man. Ugh. So, here's where everything started. My mom kind of picked a bad time to give birth to a boy. And honestly, I was kind of hoping for a baby sister. The Pharaoh didn't want any Hebrew boys being born, so he ordered all male newborns of the slaves to be killed. So my mom panicked and put baby M in a basket, which I had been using to play house with. Thanks, Mom! I was told to follow him down the river, which was really long and took all day. M got the better end of the deal, being raised by the princess while Mom and I worked as her slaves. Whatever. I'm totally not still hung up over that. Okay, maybe a little. Well, you know what came next. M got disillusioned, ran into the desert, married this chick named Zipporah. More on her later. Talked to the Almighty via burning bush, came back, went all Charlton Heston on his former sort of kind of brother, the newly crowned pharaoh, brought about plagues, and I swear, I'm still picking locusts out of my hair. That's gross. And led us out of enslavement towards the promised land. Look, I'm glad he came back. I mean, he is my brother, even if he's kind of annoying. And he was a great leader, most of the time. But that desert trekking got real old about a week in. There's just so many things you can do in the desert. And then there was that time that I kind of said some not so nice things about Zippy, M's wife. Boy, was that a mistake. Although in my defense, she told me I looked fat. Really? You don't say that to anybody, especially a woman. Ugh. Anyways, good old Hashem then brought me, M, and Aaron, our youngest brother, together. There was a lot of lightning and thunder and something about how M was the greater prophet because he saw Hashem directly and blah, blah, blah. Look, I'm a grown woman and getting a lecture is not my idea of fun. And I don't need a lecture because I am my own person. Look, I love Hashem, I really do, but it's kind of my birthright as a Jew to question him. Well, anyways, M did a good thing and got me back on the Almighty's good side. But I really think Hashem gets a little giggle out of my semi-rebellion. I just do. Well, bless M, I guess. Look, I realize I may sound ungrateful, but I loved my life. I'm a woman. I'm allowed to complain once in a while. Actually, I'm allowed to complain once a month for about a week. You know what I'm talking about, ladies. Men, you can figure it out. I mean, look, I took out my handy tambourine after M did that neat trick with the Red Sea and shook it with all the joy I felt and got everyone else shaking their groove thing. If there's anything else I want to be remembered for, it's that I taught that you gotta celebrate the little victories along with the big ones. For all the weirdness between me, M, and Aaron, we actually made a good team. Plus, M found his voice and he stood up for his big-mouthed sis when he didn't have to. And I think Hashem understands that strife and a little drama is just part of life. I mean, how else can I explain the presence of those Real Housewives shows? I mean, really, Descendants? That's what you spend your time on? Although, I do love me some Honey Boo Boo. Now there's a girl who knows how to love the little things in life. And that's the greatest story of all time, as told by the other prophet. Now, I gotta get back to the Shiva here in Olam Haba, the world to come, which is basically full of books and never-ending debates and learning. I mean, look, we're the people of the book, because we love books. That's totally our thing. Anyways, me and M, we have to settle an argument about a Talmud passage, which he's totally wrong about, FYI. Anyway, Shalom Aleichem, peace be upon you and all that. And don't forget to set out my cup at Passover. Elijah and I have a yearly bet on who gets more cups set out for them, and I'm totally gonna crush him this year. Thank you for listening to my story. As stated before, this story is based on Midrashim written by a variety of authors and the Bible. It is intended as a lighthearted look at a familiar story we all know, or are at least aware of. I'd also like to thank all the people I've encountered at Temple Emmanuel and my coworkers at the Jewish Federation of Greater Dallas, who have sparked in me a passion for Judaism and encouraged me to always ask questions.